It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Cardinals and the 49ers on Monday Night Prime Time.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And some room to roll now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted. Many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Show what you got. It's showtime, baby. Once again, we got to get it done. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let us dictate. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Let's go, baby. It can't stop. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That play was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 2nd and 15 now. Purdy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A
Cardinal first down. Murray to Hopkins.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. Now Murray again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Javon Kinlaw
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he will find his man, Samuel.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Murray now. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Purdy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona. quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Cotter up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here's Purdy.
It's caught. Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this complete to Mitchell. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Purdy now to throw.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner from 8 yards out.
And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Purdy.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Purdy from the gun.
He finds his man, complete. That's Mitchell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, 49ers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
And this is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
All right, Coach. welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He's going to keep this again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the option left, and he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here's Purdy.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Scotty Miller. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. gets him in stride.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Murray now on first down.
Ertz over the middle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. This will be caught at Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards here in one game. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, San Francisco.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on third down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. There's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. A dump off now to Hill. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Buying time to his left.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. After that play, we're going to get a pause here, an injured player, and that's the tight end, Zach Ertz, in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Murray now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Murray with a 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they will remain well behind. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A give here to Mitchell.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1 yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.